welcome some new faces. We will talk about openings. Primarily today is the London. I can talk for hours about the London because I get paid by the hour, right, boss?
Yes.
No? Okay, never mind. Anyone played the London before here?
No.
Other than Grandmaster Adam and Grandmaster Brandon? No, nobody. Okay, the London system is an opening that is very sort of solid for beginners because you pretty much is a setting up position. Whatever your opponent black plays, you most likely can do this sort of London structure. I'll demonstrate what it means. Okay, so it usually starts with d4 and then d5. This is the structure you are supposed to reach. Okay, you are not entirely threatening black's position in anything. What you're doing is just a very natural setup move. Okay? You just develop, they develop. So as you can see, this is where you reach your London structure, whereby it's very natural. You can play the London against anything so long as this position is reached. What do I mean? Let's say they play something natural. Oh, it's my move. Okay. Right? You can always just reach this position again and again, no matter what they play. If they go something like this, it doesn't matter. This is what systems are. You basically reach that same exact position every single time. Okay. Grandmaster Adam, do you know this game? What?
What?
Do you know this game?
No.
No, does Brandon know the game? I think you know this game.
Wait. I don't know this game.
No, you might know this one. This is the one that popularized the London. Okay. Now in this position, let's see. Black played bishop d6. Now in the London, there's this famous maneuver that you can try. After this position, right? You can go for this move. Bishop g3. The main idea is, if he takes, you take back the h-pawn, and then your rook aligns here. Now, as of now, it doesn't look like you can threaten anything because he has a knight there and a rook there. But if you consider if black was to castle, you can put your bishop, and then let's play a boring move. You can put your queen, and now you have three pieces eyeing on that h7 pawn. Okay, this is the London maneuver. Now it can work with a lot of other things. Let's say he doesn't want to take with the, what does he play? Let's play a boring move. Alright? So same idea, he threatens your bishop. You do the same exact thing. Once it takes, you reach the structure. So you can always look out for this move. But that was not what happened in the game. Let's have a few more moves. Let's see if I reach the position. I think it's here. Okay. No, it's not here. Okay. The next two captures guarantees you a mate. I think this was Kamsky's prep, which also popularized the whole idea of the London system. You notice here that white doesn't want to castle, because the moment you castle, you lose this advantage of capturing back. Right? So we see if black plays normally, okay, you capture the knight, capture the bishop. Anyone knows the next move? What's the craziest move you can do? It's the craziest move you can do, and most likely is right. Now if you notice, there's nothing defending the h7 pawn right now. Well, except for the king, but
Looks stiff.
the main idea is, this is forcing for two reasons. You move the king out. This is, as he noted, it's called the Greek sleeve. Okay? You sacrifice a piece, but you try to bait the king out. Okay, if king takes, what's the next move?
Yeah.
Do you see the move?
Queen out.
Queen out.
And then you go for the check, like king out.
Alright, and if king retreats, what's a winning move? you can take advantage of how the queens are aligned. Winning move.
I have no idea, man. I feel like you said all so together.
Try the craziest move you can think of. Now if you notice the queen are aligned.
He has to come with this.
Oh, okay, never mind. Queens are aligned.
I don't know what that
Right?
means.
So
Means that the queens are
basically you notice that the queen are aligned with each other.
Yes.
Right? So if I can move a piece that threatens my opponent queen but not get captured.
I'm 94. 94.
You see it?
No.
No, you don't see it?
You see why that you
I mean, yeah, okay, you move the knight, but I thought he meant like to move the queen somewhere like queen one. I was like, what?
No.
So once you move knight e4, it threatens the queen.
Yes.
Right? But you cannot take it back. So if you take back, queen takes. Okay. Now knight e4 has another idea as well. You want to go to knight g6. Knight g5. Right? So let's play a boring nothing move. You can take the queen, but let's just assume that this is the best move. You are threatening checkmate. Right? So that's the whole idea. Okay. You have to escape checkmate, but it's not exactly easy. And in the London, you can sort of bait the idea that this queen is forever gonna be on this side of the board. Okay, so here's how you do it. He moves the rook, so now the king is walking away. Give a check. Another check. This rook to d1 is an important move. If, let's say, the king is actually escaping, you are covered. Right? Now, if you notice, white has not castled yet, so it's like one of the most off-principle kind of thing, because they always tell you castle before like move 10 and all that. But in this position, white is not in trouble at all. For the sole fact that the queen is forever going to be on this side. Right? There's nowhere that the queen can go to that is going to rush back in time. So we just look at a few more moves. Torture him a bit more. And I think it's in this position. Okay. Now, I think the king is going to go for a walk. If a check, doesn't matter. That was the whole point of rook to d1. Right? And then walk a bit more, he resigned. He can't do anything anymore. Fun fact, white can still castle here. White has not moved the king, the rook has not moved, we can castle here. So this was, I think, one of the few games in 2014 that popularized the London. Now everyone's playing it. So since I am not a grandmaster, I don't know why people move pawns here and there. I shall show you something from the 1950s. That's, they played poorly like I do. So let me see. I think it's this game. Alright, we'll reach the same position, the London system. Alright, same thing, no problem. Now, previously, I think he played this. But you can see that no matter what black does, you always reach this particular system. You reach this particular position. Right? You play connect 3, your bishop is eyeing this pawn, and then all your pieces are here. So previously, I think he played this, right? And no matter what, you always reach this position. Right? Remember this position? This is what black currently plays. So nothing has changed. You always get these 3 pawns lined up, this bishop here. Okay, same theme. The queen is forever going to be stuck on this side of the board. It's never gonna move back. Castle. Pawn break. You trade. Usually trading, if you trade pieces, I have less pieces to attack you, but none of these pieces are developed. And black is in the center. So let's play a few more moves. I think the critical position is here. That's a lot of pieces over there. So queen goes back to defend. I am threatening. Checkmate. Right, I take it. This knight was not there. Right. I think the next move was a blunder. Your idea is if you know queen takes and takes, not a good idea, right? And it blocks off, so your pawns are supporting each other. I think computer would have played this, and then it's sort of equal. But never mind. This was the 1950s. So if you were white, what would you play? Now you notice that every diagonal here is sort of like, if your queen was in any of these squares, it could be checked. Right, so I want to open up the H file. How do I open up the H file? And this is a move I don't recommend beginners to play, but in this case it's you never play this move except when you're in the 1950s.
Put the pawn.
Which one?
Pawn to?
The G file.
To G4. Knight takes. One move to win the game. And this is one of the most brilliant moves I've ever seen in my entire life. It's a bit harder. But what's the craziest move you can do?
I don't know. Still thinking.
What's the craziest move you are thinking of right now?
Yes.
If it's crazy, it's probably right.
Yeah, I don't even know what to move now.
What's a crazy move? Grandmaster Brandon, you have any ideas? This is not a London position anymore, it's a tactics position. Do you see it?
No, I mean, when I play, I'm very reluctant to sacrifice the queen also. Right?
You should. It's fun.
Well, in this case, you can, but you have to calculate correctly.
Okay, yes, so queen takes the pawn, is it? And then
Queen takes pawn, and why I cannot take back. If if black takes back, your move is
oh yeah, bishop to
bishop,
h7.
and checkmate. Now I think I did calculate. Went to the computer. If he goes back, you can always play this move, and it's always just nothing is stopping. So after this move, black resign. It's too many pieces over here. All right. The last game. Let's see. Let's reach. Do you remember the London? All right. So we go d4. If they play this, you play.
Bishop to f4.
You can play knight first, but you just want to reach this position. Right? Okay. Let me see what's the critical position here. I think, yes, okay. So previously, I said that if they play this, you always do this knight move. If they do this, it's the same exact thing. Alright? Now all you want, right, is for black to castle king side. King side being on his side.
So if he doesn't castle his side, then
That is the trick. So both of you are playing the center right now, and you are playing the middle game. You know, both of you don't get the castle, and then it's just who gets better. Right?
His bishop is stuck. It's stuck behind the puncher. His white square bishop is stuck behind the puncher, so it's difficult to castle the other side. I mean, sorry, yeah.
But he develops to move
You could maneuver a few more pieces.
Yeah.
after a few turns.
But it's harder.
to the other side.
It's very difficult.
It's a bit harder. Okay? So your idea is sort of right. If you don't castle, you just wait it out. You probably have a better game.
Alright.
But following principle, they always
So
castle.
when you're castling, do you prefer to castle the short side?
I wouldn't. Yes, there's a reason why a lot of openings. Sorry, let me see. Let's pick a random move. Okay, there's a reason why a lot of openings. Let's say you would want to play. You would want to castle this side. The main reason is usually your knight is here. You're defending. Second reason is you only need to develop two pieces. One your knight, one your bishop. Right? So they say the principle is always to castle early because your king is safe. Your pawns are, let's see if I can do this, sort of guarding these three squares. Right? So it's very hard. But not for the London apparently. So let's reach this position. Okay. I've said this a lot. If you all can attack something, you all choose to attack something without thinking much. So there's only one move the knight can go. There's only one square the knight can go to not get captured. So he developed for the next game. Not very easy. Right? So the threat is, if I take, I'm baiting the king out again. Right? Unless the queens want to take, which I don't think you want to do that. Let's say we play a normal random move. Not exactly pleasant for. Okay, let's see. What does he do? Play some few more move. And I think in this position he resigned. So you don't have to worry much about the middle game and all that. Just remember that as you set up the whole entire thing, you want to reach this position. This is your holy grail right here. Alright? And if you ever forget moves, you don't have to memorize move at all. What do you play? You want to reach that particular position. So what's easier to develop here? Let's say you want a castle, and then you want to move out some piece. You want to move out a bishop. Knight c3. That works too. But you wouldn't reach the. You sort of would, maybe. Right, but it's very natural. If you're just playing normal games, you always reach this position. This is why it's called system. Alright? So you can try this move again against the Grandmaster.
You can't remember.
Alright, so enjoy yourself. Try with the clock. I think it's more pressure that way. And enjoy.